To date, Hamidou Diallo's career is mostly known for winning the dunk contest, and that's literally it. That said, Hami has developed into a really intriguing player, and given we are nearing the end of June, that is, free agency season, I think his prospects as a free agent are worth exploring. Hami's greatest strength is his ability to attack defensive gaps. Gaps are pockets of space temporarily vacated by the defense. They are present in most NBA defensive schemes. One example is the hedge pick and roll coverage as used by the Denver Nuggets in the 2023 playoffs, which as you can see leaves huge gaps on either side of KCP and Jeff Green. Another common example scheme is known as gap help or loading up the gaps, where the defensive team has the defenders closest to the ball handler clogged driving lanes, a strategy used extensively across the 2022 playoffs. Hamidou Diallo predominantly punches these gaps through cutting. He makes every type of cut, starting with baseline cuts. As soon as Hami sees his defender turn his head, he begins to move. And despite a slight timing miscue with Burks, he makes a nice finish here over Bismack Biyombo. Many players only cut when there is large space to operate. Conversely, Hami isn't just hunting space, but he's hunting defenders' blind spots. This allows him to make plays in the paint, even when the offense doesn't create an advantage. Take this cut against Boston. Alec Burks is unable to beat Blake Griffin baseline, so no advantage is created for the offense. However, many defenders instinctively focus their attention on the ball handler when drives occur, as do Derek White, Sam Hauser, and Malcolm Brogdon here. Hami knows that a defender with their back turned isn't in position to react, so he strikes. Hami finishes 75% of his shots at the rim, which somehow outmarks numerous centers such as Rudy Gobert and Clint Capella. And you can see how and why he finishes so well on tape. Hami has quick bounce, which lets him finish strong at the rim without requiring a runway to build up momentum. This is an essential skill for a guard to finish amongst the trees consistently. Look at this explosive finish from the dunker spot against the Hawks. He takes one step after catching and goes straight up, putting a good rim protector in Clint Capella on a poster. Beyond the dunking, he's also super flexible, able to contort his body around defenders in traffic. Coupled with improving patience in the paint and great touch, this means Hami is able to put pressure on the rim even against high-level rim protectors, casually finishing over the top of Walker Kessler here. Hami is also adept at cutting from the slot. Really, it doesn't matter where Hami is located on the court, he's going to find any space in and around the paint. Take this play, where most players spot up for the corner 3, Hami makes a beeline for the middle of the paint and eventually scores 2 points. However, the cut that really separates Hami's off-ball impact from other players is the stampede cut. This cut involves the offensive player getting on the move before catching the ball, allowing the offensive player to build significant momentum. By the time the gap defender has turned their head back to Hami, he's already full steam ahead towards the rim. Hami's elite instincts for this cut are amplified by his outstanding speed, allowing him to shred pretty capable defenders such as Dennis Schroeder. Hami's just different, man, unbound by NBA off-ball player norms of relying on hitting above the break threes to beat gaps. The biggest limiter of Hami's impact punching gaps is the passing and decision making. He's always looking to score off cuts, instead of making drop-off passes to his bigs or kick-out passes to shooters. It can occasionally lead to some pretty out-of-control plays, and I wonder if the aggressive scoring mentality is tied to how aggressively he seeks out chances to attack the paint off-ball. Regardless, it's an area of development for Hami. That said, the flashes of court vision are there. And with Hami getting deep into the paint off the catch so consistently, he shouldn't be required to make extraordinarily difficult reads. There's more to Hami's game than just cutting too. With his 6'11" wingspan and special athleticism in all planes, he can make an impact on defense, especially getting deflections in gaps. Hami averages 3.8 deflections per 36, comparable to other defensive studs such as GP2, Herb Jones, and Chris Dunn. There's some basketball nerd irony in the fact that Hami's offense is perfectly suited to attack the style of defense he's best at. When defending ball handlers, Hami has elite lateral quickness and weaponizes his length to rack up even more deflections. He can be prone to losing track of his man when defending off the ball, but overall I'd grade Hami as a positive defender, especially in a scheme where off-ball defenders load up the gaps. He also has flashes of self-creation ability, especially in transition, combining his outstanding athleticism with touch and an improving handle. This wide cross into a bump finish is a go-to Hami move when he has space to operate. He's still improving his finishing off self-created moves, but the potential of a genuine off-the-dribble scoring threat is absolutely there. Because of his rare off-ball based offensive skill set, Hami offers a valuable asset to numerous teams. Basically any team that has a player who commands two defenders will be in a position to really optimize Hami. Most teams can use his skills, but notably I think Phoenix could really use his rim pressure off the catch. They had major issues getting into the paint and creating good shots against the Denver Nuggets all playoffs. Imagine Hami with all of this space to cut, and this huge runway to plant his feet. The likelihood is Jokic is being put on some posters, but at the least, Hami slashing would break the defense down and allow someone like DeAndre Ayton to eat on putbacks, similar to Wiseman here. Another team that could use Hami's skill set is the Boston Celtics. The Celtics have had issues against teams that load the gaps and run zone in recent years, such as Golden State and Miami. Hami's ability to attack creases like this could collapse the Heat's defense and create open shots for guys like Jaylen Brown and Derek White. Another team I'd like to see Hami on is the Chicago Bulls. Like the other teams mentioned, the Bulls can struggle attacking defensive gaps. The number of shots Alex Caruso, Patrick Beverley and Ayo Dosunmu passed up last year made my head hurt. Not only does Hami address a need, but he puts Patrick Williams in a better position to succeed and develop. The Bulls want the Paw to develop into an Aaron Gordon type slasher, and despite the Paw's best efforts, he's just not comfortable throwing his weight around in the same way that the Nuggets forward does. To me, he's more of a skilled jump shooting wing, a la Tobias Harris, and bringing Hami in, as well as perhaps trading one of Zach or DeMar, would put Patrick Williams in a context where he can play his natural game more and be more effective. So, there we go. Where do you think Hami Diallo will go in free agency? Do you have any other free agency predictions or excitement to share? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching the video, and if you liked it, don't forget to subscribe. Any constructive feedback is also appreciated in the comments, as this is my first ever YouTube analysis video. Peace out.